going on, everybody? Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks. So Friday afternoon, April 23rd. It's about 55 degrees out. Maybe drop down to about 40. Few clouds, mostly sunny, breezy, still chilly. Buds are starting to come out on the trees and poking out leaves pretty good. Ground growth just starting to turn green. Southern Adirondacks. If you guys remember, one of the last videos I did, I brought you up into an area, showed you two big stout logs that were leaning against a deadfall. We had placed out a few apples, and we put those on a tree in a way that they were up about 7-8 feet in the air. A deer can get up on their hind legs and get those. Probably I should put them up a little bit higher. Earlier this winter, if you go back and check one of the videos that is I think labeled live action, that was pretty action packed. You'll hear me in the video. I'm pretty sure that's a dog. Since then, I've listened to an individual, William Jeving. There is a couple encounters where Sasquatch have been said to make dog sounds. Up until that point, I really didn't think, other than the fact that Sasquatch will mimic and join in with coyotes. I think they're trying to draw them in to eat them, the hunting. But while I was out there, I used these Skippy peanut butter balls, placed them throughout up into the woods. I cleaned my hands, made sure that I was germ free. In case anybody's too worried about that, I always make sure that I do that. Wouldn't want to get any animals or anything else sick with a cold, flu, or anything on my watch. I use this channel to record what it is that I'm doing, other than the fact that I have a notepad and I keep track of things like the weather, certain storms. Something else that I'm going to start incorporating with this is space weather. Okay. Be noted that we had a C-class flare, I think yesterday. Who knows, right? I mean, I'm not going to go off on a rant about it. I'm going to incorporate it in my research. I don't have enough activity to really, take the weather or space events, major storms, sudden drops in temperature, a wet summer, a dry summer. I just got started in this. I'm a rookie, all right? So, but while I'm doing this, before it goes too long, I'm trying to incorporate everything that I could possibly think of that would naturally change what wild animals do in the woods, be it one of the most important things to them is food. They need food, they need solitude for the most part, but food drives them, right? So certain weather patterns may change their eating habits based upon whether maybe like some fiddleheads, I mean, maybe we'll do a little bit of a show. We'll come up here and we'll cut some fiddleheads, make a fire, and we'll fry them up. Great tasting. If Sasquatch are eating fiddleheads and you have like a massive frost in that area and it kills them all off, well, they got to switch to something else, right? And when the blackberries come in and blueberries, and then in the fall you have the acorns, beech nuts, so on and so forth. So I try to record as much data as I possibly can so that in the event anything does happen, or as I'm researching off the backs of others and I hear something interesting and I can incorporate that into my own research, I think it'd be beneficial. So when I get to this place, every single time I get out of my truck, I face up this way, and for what it's worth, I do that walking through the woods. It's my way of letting them know it's the Sasquatch wizard. So I've got my thermal with me. Last 2 times I've been up here, I've had some sounds that were odd to me, and I've decided the next time that I hear an owl up here, I'm going right for it. Whether it flies away or whether it don't, I'm headed right for that sound. It probably is an owl. Either way, alright, we got our pack. Got to make this quick. I don't get very much time to spend with my boy, and he's about 15-20 miles that way as a crow flies, and he's got his dog Silver. He's headed up into a pond, do a little bit of fishing. I can spare a little bit of Sasquatch for the boys. Alright, tell you what, if I find anything interesting, either if I don't, I'll tell you what, we'll get up there, we'll check out the apples. I'll do a quick video so you can follow me as I'm, you know, exploring my quest for Sasquatch. It was a good week this week. I'm really happy. Everything. Oh, I'll tell you another thing that I do. Alright? You might think this is kind of weird, but this gets into that mind speak. Okay? ESP. It's said that Sasquatch can project infrasound that might make you feel disoriented, daze out, lose a little track of time, make you a little nauseous. Lions can do that. Now, this isn't science fiction, okay? There are animals that can do this. And if you watched my last video talking about that cryptochrome, I checked into that even more. So there are studies going on that there are certain primates that have this. There are other animals that are utilizing that. And they think that possibly humans may, we have the cryptochrome. I do believe I'm saying that right, you know. Smack me silly if I'm wrong, but magnetism. This earth is just packed full of mystery. Us people, we're spoiled. We live in our homes, watch TV, wear shoes. We're spoiled. So far away from nature, where we started. And these creatures, all animals, they're up in there when you're laying in your bed 10, 11 o'clock at night, and the pouring rain's changing over to snow, and you wake up in the morning, it's 15 below zero. They're out there. They had to survive on next to nothing to eat. So I feel a little bit of sympathy for that. I've got probably a gallon of birdseed peanut / really good stuff that they can eat. We've got some more apples. We've got peanut butter. First time ever, peanut butter in a jar, plastic jar. We're going to set that out. I'm going to take the seal off. I'm going to put the cap back on, and I'm going to put that into a position where whatever gets that, if it's Sasquatch, it's got to take its hands, take the cap off. This winter, I've used the little peanut butter balls. So, if the Sasquatch have tied me to those peanut butter balls, hopefully they don't get mad if I don't ever have them. But either way, listen. So, it kind of got off track. This mind speak thing, alright? Check out, there's a video Les Stroud did where he talks about the fact that he was researching that to the point where he goes up into the woods and he lays back and he's like, alright, let's give it a shot. He relaxes, gets himself into this area where he needs to be mentally, and he pretty much puts it out there. Hey, I'd like to meet you, talking about Sasquatch. And I think if I remember correctly, he says, I was just about ready to doze off, and then he heard a voice in his head. This is Les Stroud, his reputation on the line, okay? He said, hey, we're out here, ready to meet you. And Les said, I don't know, not ready for that right now. He just, whatever, he didn't do it. But he says that that's not the first time he's heard that. So, I have a spot up here before I get up in to where those trees are. The last time I was here, I took a few minutes and I relaxed, tried to get really in tune with everything around me, and I put it out there. Hey, it's me. I mean you no harm, but I would like to communicate with you in some way. I'm okay with seeing you. If you're okay with that, let yourself be known. It wasn't, 10 minutes later I'm over there, and I forgot all about this. And I have it on audio, okay? Audio recorder. I have my phone on, and I think I did another little video. It was like, oh, can you hear that? Maybe I didn't play that one. But it was that owl, and it was not far away, and it was strong. It wasn't the woo 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 woo. It was just woo woo woo. It's an owl, right? It was very strong, so it was close. Like I said, if I hear that again, I'm walking right there. If it starts going away from me making those noises, I'm going fishing with my boy. Next time I'll try to follow it. Alright, let's get this done. I gotta get my rest of my stuff on here. Yeah, it was you know, I wish I had more daytime available for me to do research. You know, I'd like to say that I don't prefer being out there in the middle of the night by myself. I'm researching Sasquatch. I'm not interested in going out there, and right at this moment I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I'm not like aggressively seeking to go out there in the middle of the dark and be 30 foot from one of these fellers or ladies, or you know, Sasquatch. You know, but the only time I get to do anything is when everybody else is to sleep. So my free time is nighttime, and maybe things will change a little bit here soon, and the fact that the days are getting longer, we'll be able to get out there and cover a little more ground, should I say. I'm trying to, you know, follow the directives of somebody that I really respect a lot when it comes to getting out there during the winter and during the spring, when Mother Nature's bounty is not so plentiful, as far as chasing around any of the animals, any of the creatures out here. They've been starving to death. They're you know, fat reserves are used up, and they're, you know, unless they can get food, don't waste the energy. So I'm out here, I go directly to where it is that I need. I have not been really heading out into there, covering a whole bunch of ground and walking all over the place, because I don't want to chase anything around right now. You know, remember, I've got a lot more knowledge, and I'm a much more well-rounded Sasquatch researcher now, and but I am just a baby compared to all these other guys, man. They have years of experience, so I'm still riding the shirt tails of these guys. All right, I just don't believe everything every one of them says, But there's a few of them out there that, you know, what they say is gold, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, here we go. Let's get up there, see what we got. Get back down here, get over there, do some fishing with my boy. Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks, waving my magic wand.